Yeah, it's fan involvement. That's why it's wrestling is so amazing. It's a one-take fight scene, improvised, done in the round. We don't get to do like, oh, we're going to go back and try that again. Or can I take that line again? No, it just happened and that's what's up. And there's nothing else like that. When I did theater, like, they don't clap till the end of the scene. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to clap as it's going.
Yeah.
And I want to respond. This is the only one that lets you do everything.
Oh.
Like at 5, I was like, I'm going to be a wrestler.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. I found out I couldn't do it, and I was like, well, I'll be a pro wrestler.
Welcome to Bay Waves. My name's Dylan.
I'm Johnny T.
We are a podcast where we spend time in the Bay. By Bay, we should be clear that Bay Area actually means several different places in the United States and probably outside of the United States.
No one knows. No one says Bay Area if they're thinking about the Tampa Bay area.
The Tampa Bay. We are the Tampa Bay Area podcast. See, that's what I'm saying. Bay could mean all sorts of things. We're talking about San Francisco Bay Area. This podcast is based out of Oakland, but you're San Francisco based. You crossed that bridge to get over here.
I do cross the bridge for this pod.
That's true.
And then I cross the bridge again to get back into my comfort zone.
Tell me about your comfort zone. What does that look like?
My comfort zone is
What have you been doing these days?
What have I been doing these days?
Yeah. What does that look like for you? The comfort in the days.
Mostly like Snuggies and stuffed animals and anime lo-fi music.
You're not even lying. You're not even lying.
Maybe. I did go to the Bart Anime Festival.
Watch the clips. They're on the
You can check it
Instagram.
out on our Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts and whatnot. And the place was buzzing. They essentially set up all these anime art vendors. They had mascots and people dressed up. They had like these VTubers, which was super weird. These VTubers are essentially avatars of people, and you could talk to them. You could take like 3 minutes and talk to one of these VTubers.
It was so there was a monitor.
It was a monitor, and you just talked to them. It was weird. They had a bunch of cars as well, and I was like, this seems very antithetical to BART, which is trying to promote public transit as a replacement for using your car. I was like, there's all these decked out anime like skinned cars.
Maybe they weren't sanctioned. Maybe somebody just rolled up in it. You know how have you seen?
Yeah, they just like showing off their anime cars.
Yeah, have you not seen how obsessed? Well, I mean, we obviously know how obsessed people get with the anime world, but also when they deck out their cars, I mean, it's just these like teeny anime girls with like really large boobs. And it's like decaled. Like there's like a nipple where the handle would be. It's like crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Some of the cars were not for prudish folks.
Not for children.
Yeah, not for children. There were children there, and I was like, do not look in the direction of this like
car?
faux Bugatti, because that does have maybe a schoolgirl. I never know with these
it's
anime
a schoolgirl
characters.
with like an octopus wrapped around her body.
Yeah, and I was like, there's a lot of the upper thigh behind the skirt showing on this car. It's bizarre, dude.
Can you imagine driving up to work with that, or like going to an interview, or doing just living life with this thing?
It was crazy.
It's a little much.
It was a ton of fun.
I feel that way anytime I see anybody with like a hyper vulgar shirt too, which like I'm not like I'm totally okay with, but the fact that I live in a world with children in it makes me think I probably shouldn't wear a shirt like that. Yeah.
So we've got an awesome guest, a top tier guest for this episode. We've got Sam Khandaghabadi, aka Dark Sheik. Sam is the founder and current main operator of Hoodslam, which is a wrestling ring in Oakland. The shows are incredibly fun.
We had so much fun.
We went the day before we interviewed Sam, and there's a lot of chanting.
You ended up shirtless?
I ended up shirtless. I really wanted to be in that ring.
You needed to jump. I was waiting for you to jump off the balcony to get in there.
And to get in that ring.
To then hit that wrestler that I was obsessed with. He was like an Eggman. He had a mask on. I never saw his face. It was maybe checkered or something.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Oh my God.
All the personalities of the wrestlers were so bizarre and fun.
Cereal Man.
You had Ken from Street Fighter. It was just Ken.
Yeah.
And you've got a bunch of other folks, and it's madness in the silliest, most fun way, and you gotta check it out. And Dark Sheik was the biggest crowd pleaser.
Yeah. People were all about Dark Sheik. I'm all about Dark Sheik now.
I'm all about Dark Sheik. The way that she screams at people, ooh, baby.
You wanted to be screamed at.
I do want to be screamed at.
If you're a wrestler, you kind of, I mean, like a lot of these people are their bodies are decked out. They're like decked out like a decal car.
Yeah, they're either ripped or they're like a thick, beefy ripped.
That's true. Either way, they are like I'm noticing that if I walk from point A to point B at work, which might be 20 feet, there's like a slight sweat that starts to build up.
You're gassed.
I am gassed, dude. I need to get into wrestling or something, or I'm going to this whole thing.
You sweat even doing this pod.
I do, and I don't like it. I'm over it, dude. Yeah. I'm over it.
Like a heavy breather.
Are you when you're editing
dude,
these?
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we talked about it in this episode.
What is it?
You're not eating meat.
Oh, we did get into that.
Yeah, Sam talks about her diet,
which
will, you're gonna have to listen to the rest of them, huh?
Not even a sneak peek.
No, we're not gonna even know sneak peek. The sneak peek is in 20 minutes. One of the first things we talk about.
The sneaky peekies, Johnny.
It's juicy. Let's just say that it's juicy,
and it's running,
and it'll dribble down your chin.
It sounds like cum.
It sounds like cum. You need to consume more cum, and then you'll be able to walk without having to fucking take a break.
I'll just be sweating cum.
You wish. But yeah, let's get to our guest, Dark Sheik.
Dark Sheik.
The thing that I really like about wrestling, and I'm not going to get too deep for too long, but I have like 3 things I say before I wrestle or I pray.
Okay.
And the third one is, for everyone to have a good time and for the fans to enjoy the show, but like in the macro, it's to reach communion. Like we're all sharing a moment. I'm doing a thing, my opponent, the referee, the fans, the commentators, the camera people. We're all having one moment, ideally, and no one's like looking at their phone or thinking about their job. And this is like communion with God, and that's cool for me. But I think when it becomes personal and they see that this isn't a totally prepackaged, pre-produced presentation, but this is like a thing happening now that they're a part of, it helps bring in that communion and make that feeling.
That's a terrific way to put it. I'm very curious about your thoughts on moments in a show, because I feel like a lot of people will remember specific moments, but a lot of times there needs to be build up. So when y'all are directing or producing or writing what the show is going to be about, do y'all consider like, okay, this is going to be a big moment, or I guess is that part of y'all's thought process?
To me, very much. I think for a lot of wrestlers, and this isn't wrong, but they're just like, I am this physical, like my presentation, the physical part is the presentation.
Okay.
And to me, that's more of like the canvas. Like, of course, we're going to have a wrestling match and fight each other, but that's the backdrop.
Yeah.
It's the moment we make within that, to me, are usually more about like emotional or story. Like when I write a Hoodslam, like I'm writing storylines and I'm like, fuck, I got to put a match in here now.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the hard part for me, putting the matches in and making sure we're not just talking for hours straight, because that's what it would be if I were writing like a comic book, or because that's kind of what I'm like approaching it as.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess I saw that a little bit last night with the God. Yeah.
Yesterday, very specifically, we'd stepped away for a while, but yesterday was like a culmination of a lot of things, and I wanted it to be very lore heavy. And so, yes, prime example of maybe we went too far with the talking.
Timelines, it was wild. Yeah. Johnny's boyfriend's like super into comics and was like, I love the lore. This is amazing.
Yeah, he was like, that's all I care about right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Perfect.
Yeah.
So a lot of wrestling shows are just like, we have 7 matches and there's some really good athletes and you'll see some cool flips and they'll fall on their head and they'll hit each other for real because, I don't know, their school didn't tell them to learn how to make it just look good. No, it's like a real thing though. Wrestlers are like, we're going to be safe, but we're going to be physical, and I love that, but that's not exactly like what I want to do. I like to be daring and athletic and do things that separate me from like people that have not trained and done this. Like I want them to know that I'm an athlete and I can bend in ways and flip and twist. But like, no, it's the lore. And like, so an X-Men comic has like 8 X-Men characters and like 4 villains and like 3 of their partners, and you have to like fit all of these, 15 characters in 23 pages.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the wrestling show. We don't have one Stone Cold and the rest.
Yeah.
We have like, here's all of these characters and they all have like a valid history and all of it is important. Maybe not all at the same time, but I'm trying to recreate like that, like the wrestling.
Yeah. I
comic
can't wait
book.
for Serial Man to have the whole origin story. And
Well, I mean, so after last night, I don't want to, pull the curtain back too much, but
Sure.
for those that didn't see it, we ended the universe.
oh my
And then people made a wish at the end to bring it back.
Yes.
And someone else got in on the wish at the last second. So we don't know what their wish was.
Okay. You got to come back next month.
You got to come back. I'll just tell you, it's a new universe. So you're going to see a lot of origin stories moving forward. Again, to go back to the comic book, Hoodslam has a 15-year canon history, and I think it's beautiful. We'll put out this Bible pretty soon, or maybe in a year. I don't know. It's a lot to write.
Awesome. Yeah.
I saw your encyclopedia.
It's
Yes.
just one chapter of like a year or two.
Oh my
I got to
gosh.
do like the other 12 and make the full, like I said, Bible. But for people that have not come to the show for 15 years and don't want to buy the encyclopedia, next month is issue 1.
Heck yes.
That's what we're doing, that comic book
Awesome.
thing. We're like, 60
Yeah.
years, but tomorrow's issue 1. Great jump in point.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit of the idea too.
Nice.
Do you want to
Thank
pause the music too?
Oh yeah, Alexa.
Or you just scream
Stop.
at the robot?
I totally forgot.
Thanks, Alexa.
Yeah, I should be
So
nicer.
Are you nice to your robots?
Always.
Yeah?
yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case there's an
Oh.
uprising.
I want them to remember me.
Yeah.
That's the good one. I also think like, I don't want to go too into this, but like AI and people are like, we should be afraid of it and it's going to kill us all. We made it. It's a baby. Can we be
Yeah.
nice to this baby?
Yeah.
They were
Okay.
just born.
Cultivate it.
They were
Oh,
just born. And
that's
everyone's
true.
like, you're going to kill us. And they're like, you made me like this.
Yeah, you're the one that gave it a dagger.
So-
yeah.
I try and always be nice to
That's
Alexa
good.
and beyond.
That's so cute.
That's
of you.
very sweet.
I just kicked the shit out of my little robot vacuum.
You were just shitting on your robot vacuum.
It's so
yesterday.
bad. It's so bad. It's a bad baby.
That's a bad
You
baby.
can have bad babies.
Sometimes you got to return.
Yeah, I think I need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's either
God.
defunct or yeah.
You were saying-
I don't love that's not a good image though. Like
So-
throwing your
Return your baby.
returning your baby.
I'm
Can you
picturing
imagine?
like an orphanage of Roombas. Just
Yeah.
It's sad. Don't laugh.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I was
It's sad.
picturing each of them in their own little bassinet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just waiting to be adopted.
And there's there's a wet nurse walking in there every once in a while.
Could you just drop it off at like a fire station in the basket? That would
I
be
probably
great.
could, yeah. Put it in a basket, float
Yeah.
it down the river.
Like
Let's see where it
Moses.
lands. Yeah,
That's a
it'll be a
Romulus.
profit one day.
I love this actually.
There you go. I haven't had strong feelings until now about AI. No, I do. Now I feel like it's a better stance to take is to kind of
Wait, what do you mean until now? As in like today?
as in this minute when I
Oh.
was like, we probably should be kind and nice to it. I did to my what's the air fryer? The air fryer? Do you have an
Yeah.
air fryer? I did thank it the other day. And it was not ironic, and I live alone, and it dinged, and I went, "Thank you," and I was like, "Whoa, this is weird." Like,
That's like hardly AI though. That's just a machine
not
that's
even
been around for dozens of years.
not AI,
No.
and I was like very genuinely so happy that it cooked my food.
Well, it did perform a task for you much faster than we would have without it. So I think the thanks to someone is applicable.
Somebody
Yeah.
nailed this
Someone should be
fucking
thanked.
piece of
Yeah.
equipment. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Sears or whoever, maybe
Sears.
bad example, but wherever you got it, you could.
Yeah.
What are you using? That is just my go-to cooking thing now. I use that more than anything.
I love the air fryer. I will just do like just a steak in the pan. It's
Steak in the
great.
pan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well, I like to eat it raw, so just like the pan is really just like for.
You are not eating it raw.
I'll take some bites of the steak raw.
Whoa.
And then as it's cooking, I'll eat a little bit more of it, and then it's done. I'm like,
Oh,
this will be good later.
Is
Is
that
this
the-
part of your diet routine? Like, do you have a very specific food group that you're
yeah.
like, this is for the shows?
No, I think I have like an iron deficiency.
Oh,
So
okay.
I look at raw bloody meat and I just start salivating and I go, that looks good to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
If it-
almost primal. It's like, like
if
I
the
need
blood
this.
doesn't come down my chin, it wasn't a good steak.
Yeah.
You can do that on stage. I don't know if you've considered this.
No, I try and hide it from like partners. Just so you know, like I am like, when we go to the store, I have to be like, yes, I will. Like I might drool if we go by the butcher because I just look at the red meat and it just happens. I don't know.
Do you know anybody else that red meats it up with you?
It's just like vampires.
Just
I don't know
vampires.
who else has this
Vampires.
reaction. It's like vampires and me. I did have an iron deficiency as a kid. They were like, "Oh, you got to eat liver
Same.
and fucking spinach all the time." And I was like, "Gross! Just give me a piece of raw meat. I'd be much happier."
That's so
Can you
funny.
get pretty sick?
If it's bad meat, of course.
But otherwise, like, it's all good. Just bite into that raw meat.
Don't eat the whole steak raw, but I think a couple bites are okay.
A couple bites?
Have you ever done this?
I've had like beef tartare.
It's the same.
It's the same shit, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think humans can handle a lot,
Yeah.
to be honest.
We do it with fish often.
Yeah, I think we're pretty resilient. So, like, and it's very natural to look at meat and just be like, I want that in my belly.
Want it.
I am vegan. I have been for 15 years. This is the most upsetting thing I've heard. And no, I'm just kidding.
No, that's fair.
No, but when like for the first few months, I may have said this on the podcast before too. I had like steak dreams, just full on Hamburger Carl's Jr. commercial, raw meat commercials in my head as I was sleeping. And I'd wake up and I'm like, I don't know if I made the right life choice. 15 years later, though, I've gotten through it.
I think it's good that you're doing it.
Yeah.
But
that sounds patronizing. I don't believe you at all.
I do think you made the wrong life choice. It's pretty great.
Eating meat's great.
If I don't have a bloody steak once a week, I'm gonna get a headache. So
what?
if I could
headache?
remove that.
You
Yeah,
get
I'll start
withdrawals?
getting headaches and stuff. So
What else has iron? We need to iron you up.
A lot of things.
Cast
spinach,
iron.
Cast iron. Sometimes I just
What?
seep on some metal.
Yeah, what are you doing? It's
To
like a
lick the
bite out of
metal.
your pan.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kale.
I got a buddy who has
Not as fun. Definitely not as fun.
pica.
Okay.
Do you know what this is? It's where it's a disorder where you just eat shit.
Oh.
You just eat whatever. So he
What
will eat.
what do you mean? That seems very human.
He will eat eat the pizza
Pretty much
and then he'll
straight.
eat the napkin and the paper plate.
Oh.
And it's just like people eat like nickels. Like nickels are pretty big, but dimes. Like they just eat whatever. They like the texture is an obsession with putting things
Do
in
they
your
need
mouth.
to be
and swallowing.
gnawing on something? Is it like a chew?
I don't think it's all chew. I think it's taste. I think it's
Well,
flavor.
you heard
It's
about
everything.
that guy who ate an airplane, right?
Yeah, I heard about him.
What? You heard about? What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know about airplane guy?
Is that the one that derailed the train for charity?
Yeah, yeah.
What is
so.
happening?
So this guy, I don't know. People do anything for videos,
Sure,
right? For
yeah.
good content. And
Yes.
this guy has spent the last 20 years of his life consuming an airplane.
Oh, you're so for real. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So for real right now.
And
Come on.
I swear to God. And he's learned to eat metal, and so he'll eat like all the nuts and bolts of a plane, the strips on the outside, the tires. Like his life goal is to consume a whole Boeing 7047.
That's pretty dope, actually.
It's pretty dope. But also, that's a lot of iron. If you want to,
That's a lot of iron,
Steel,
and also
plastic, glass, rubber. It's
yeah, it's fucked.
that's true. It's
all
not
your
fun.
minerals in there.
Yeah,
So is pica like a superpower or a mental issue? I'm not sure what
It
side.
depends
of-
on what angle you want to take.
Okay.
Yeah. Pica.
My God.
Maybe
the
not.
Colons.
Eating disorder characterized by compulsively eating non-food items that have no nutritional value. Persistent behavior can affect people of any age, most commonly seen in children and pregnant women. This is a guy that is in his mid-30s now, but he's been doing this, I think, his whole life.
Do you think he has any of those like Bezor?
What's that?
It's like when Harry Potter like brought him back, but they're like an old magic thing that would be like undigested organic matter in like animal stomachs would harden into like a organic rock, and people would consider these magic, and like you could put it in like a cup that you would consider to be poisoned with arsenic, and it would absorb all the arsenic and make it safe, or you'd like shave a little off for like healing, good luck.
Whoa.
Is it legit or
They do
was it-
exist.
Yeah,
Is the
but
magic real?
Yeah, are you just asking if magic's real?
real?
Yes,
Tell me it's real.
is. It does work in some for some things, I think it
Okay.
does like absorb everything, but
Okay,
I
it
don't.
has
I'm not
some-
gonna tell you to go try it.
Yeah.
But like,
you're not RFK.
No.
You know, you're not an expert of all health matters.
absolutely not. But like, there was this thing where the most magical ones and the most like kind of evil ones were the ones that were from human stomachs, because they usually have to be surgically removed, and that means you probably like killed the person you took it from. But a lot of that would be from mental patients who would eat their own hair and it would turn into this like hardened, spiky, gross thing. They were in the Sandman comics. I know that's not like in vogue right now for appropriate reasons, but
Right,
like, you
yeah,
can
yeah.
see it talked about in like early Sandman.
Uh-huh.
So I wonder if your friend has a bunch of magic rocks for me that I
have
could
some
pull out of
magic
their belly.
So back to like your routine.
Sure.
What does that look like? If there's any kind of diet routine for you or for other wrestlers, or working out, do y'all do it together? Like, what does that look like?
I know the routine. It's coffee and nudists at laundromats.
That's right.
That's
At least
right.
today.
Today, yeah. You had a
Um,
fun morning.
It was a hoot. Well, I woke up at like, so I was supposed to be here at 11.
Yeah.
Woke up like 10:20 because I got to the room at like 3 a.m. and passed out.
Fuck, 3 a.m.
Yeah, we did 2 shows yesterday back to back. So I was there from like 2 p.m. till about 1:30 a.m.
Oh my god.
Oh, y'all had like a gala or something,
We
right?
had the Hoodslam Gala.
Gala.
Yeah.
And then we had, thank you.
That's the right way to say it.
Yeah.
The proper
Is it?
way.
Well,
Or only in the Bay.
we're a very queer show.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for us, it's definitely
It's a
gala.
gala, yeah.
Yes.
We've made our decision.
Yes.
I like
it's
it.
a conscious choice.
Nice.
So yeah, I like rolled out of bed. Like I showered last night, but not this morning. Rolled out of bed, like not wearing makeup, but put on deodorant and clean clothes. And I
Nice.
was like, let me just get some coffee before I go in there. I'll just be like 5 minutes late. And then I was like, well, let me use the restroom at the coffee. And they're like, yeah, key to the laundromat next door. Put the key in. Don't come in here. Don't put the key in. I'm in here. I had my period. I'm changing. I'm naked. And I was like, it's cool. Like, I'll wait. And this person stayed in there another 20 minutes. She was like, I completely took all my clothes off and like I'm washing up. And I'm like, I'm not in a rush and I don't need your like life story. I left that to myself. I was like, you don't have to explain to me. Like, you don't owe me anything. But
Was she trying to share more about her life while she was? in
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
It sounds like you two are sitting on opposite sides of the door, leaning up against the door.
no,
and
I'm like
sharing.
over there leaning against the table and she's like yelling through the door and I'm trying to ignore her. And then she'll like open the door like completely naked. Like, are you the one waiting? Do you need to use the restroom? And I'd be like, it's cool. Take your time. And she's like, I'm just going to be a minute. Like, she's completely naked. And I'm,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you just get the like 3-inch. But,
Can you paint an image? Is this an older lady? Is this
she was fit.
just fit?
She was fit. She was in
Okay,
shape.
okay.
She had nice skin. I wasn't like trying to
Sure,
like
yeah.
deep dive,
Yeah.
but just like at a cursory glance, like no blemishes. Seemed to be in shape.
Great.
You know,
Nice.
She was comfortable being naked.
pretty eyes, nice
Oh.
smile.
Yeah.
Blew a kiss to me. From
It sounds like you were interested in this nude laundromat exchange.
fascinated.
Fascinating. It is fascinating.
But I kind of just wanted to go to the bathroom and come here,
That was the ultimate goal.
like, and get my coffee. Because I was like, no, I'll get the coffee after. I'll come back
Yeah.
with the key. I don't want to be in the bathroom with my coffee.
yeah.
So now I'm just like upset on 3 things, but trying to be patient because like, it seemed like she needed the restroom more than I did. She was like, the laundry bat attendants were much more upset with her than I was.
Okay.
To be fair,
That's nice. That sounds like you have a lot of patience.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people are going through a lot out there, like
Yeah.
every day, and especially these days.
Uh-huh.
Totally.
So like, you know,
That's good.
let me give her
perspective.
5 more minutes.
What I'm
and
hearing is you're never going to go back to that laundromat.
I'll get coffee there tomorrow. What? There's a nude show. I'm gonna be there every week. Like,
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, yeah. To Johnny's question, what is your? I totally forgot that.
We do this
Yeah.
all the time, by the way, is like we start a question and then we pivot hard.
And it always goes to nude,
For, like-
nude laundromat.
Yeah, and we always
Every
talk about
time.
nudity.
Yeah.
for some
So
reason.
sorry.
It's so weird.
I mean, it's very universal. I think we can all relate, except for the never nudes. We can all relate
That's
to
true.
some level of nudity.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm turning into a never nude. Is that
What?
sad? I'm wondering.
Say more.
I get nude.
Okay.
I like
then
you know.
you're past. You're good.
I know, but I just wonder if like eventually I feel like as I'm aging and stuff, and like I'm like I don't know if I want to be as naked as I was before. Is it just me? Do people feel that?
No, I'm turning into the opposite.
Really?
Yeah,
You're more of like, I don't give a fuck.
Yesterday at the show, it was hot on
my
the
God.
on the balcony,
So hot.
So it was.
and so I just took off my sweater and felt great. And I was like, this is fun. I'm cool.
What
doing
Johnny's
this.
forgetting to mention is Johnny wears sweaters without t-shirts underneath. So
That's normal.
no, it's not.
What's the material of the sweater?
Cotton.
Where are you at? Are you wearing?
I'm normal.
I also feel like you're very public facing, and in your wrestling world, you're probably often like wearing next to nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like your body is being thrown around. And
Yeah.
you're throwing other people. So it's like this isn't. Yeah.
I mean, in the ring,
Everything's-
it's hard to feel much shame.
Sure.
And people are very supportive. Like when I wear not a lot of clothes, they're like, "Yay!"
They're on your side.
Yeah.
They're on your side.
Wow. Yeah. Go diva. Whatever. Like there's, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fits are a big part of it, right?
I think so.
Curating your personality too.
To me, it's more important than like the physicality. I just want to
Okay.
come out in my nice outfit and do
Yeah.
my entrance to my music, and then if it were up to me, I would leave. Maybe I'd say a few words and they play the song again. And I do my dance on the way out,
Okay.
and I think that's honestly the fans' favorite part of my performance. And they're just being polite the next 10 or so minutes. Where
You
I
sound like you're
wrestle.
not into the
No.
wrestling.
I love wrestling. I'm just
Okay.
telling you what I think is the best part.
Oh
If
wow!
I could do a show of just entrances, I would.
I
Really?
will
I
say,
would
I,
love
think it peaked when Caution came up and you jumped on the edge of the ring, and then you did your kind of like power seed.
Dude, I got the
and
best
everyone
photo
is
of you.
going nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We did it.
you're
Let's go
right.
home, everybody.
Yeah, we should throw it on the video part of the podcast. But you look badass. That's a good
Ooh,
photo.
That is
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it. Look at all those streamers.
Seriously.
So like 3 streamers, which I didn't provide. I think Anton or someone else brought them. And so I go in the ring, and the first thing that happens, the streamer just goes like,
Hit you in the face.
I go, "Oh."
Great.
It's fine. But yeah, it just got me right in the face.
That was good.
Have there ever been like wardrobe malfunctions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Must be a lot of wardrobe.
Like-
yeah.
whatever you can think of. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen people like sometimes people have the onesies that button underneath. And I just see them like duct taping it like during the match. Like they just roll out and they're like,
Heck yes.
What about you? Have you had any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember the most recent one, but it happened. Oh, I've like somebody grabbed me for a power bomb. They just like pulled the whole, and I'm just like this as I'm being like dropped on my head. And I'm just like,
Jesus
I'm dead.
Oh,
Things
God.
like
The Jackson style.
For the most part, so we used to do the cosplay shows all the time.
Okay.
So I'd get some
Yeah.
costume, and I would intentionally not try it on until I did the show, because the idea was like, if it rips, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like if it rips in front of everyone, that's good.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun of wrestling. They don't want to see people get hurt, but the idea that it's live, it's typically one take, and that something could go wrong, I think is part of why people like live television and live events in general. Is it's not overproduced and prepackaged and given to you at its best. It's given to you raw. And
Yeah.
I don't think people want to see me like get hurt, but the idea that there is like an element of danger
Yeah.
or mischief, when
Yeah.
people say for outfits.
Yeah.
Little miscues.
Yeah, it makes it kind of part of the fun.
It really does. I mean, we both do improv a lot. So we're on stage and we'll bumble through a word or, forget somebody's name. And like that's almost the funniest part because then it just brings in the audience to say, oh, this is real. They're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But it's almost engaging because it's like you're watching humans. It's not just like a TV show.
I think you nailed it.
It does seem like maybe it's just y'all's group, but maybe it's broader wrestling community. Bunch of nerds, bunch
Yeah.
of geeks. There's so many video game references, a lot of '90s nostalgia, and
Is that all you?
for folks like us? It's like this is awesome.
Yeah, we loved it.
But I'm kind of curious where that's coming from.
Yeah, we're like, is that a power glove? Like, what is?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, I know. So Pong, where's the power glove? Busted out the GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
There's a handle on it.
that was
So
so
good.
cool.
Yeah.
That's him. I didn't tell him to bring a power glove. He's Pong. I do love all those things.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I will book the characters that do video game stuff and
Cool.
that nerd culture. Like, yeah, that's my vibe. So you're gonna see more of that on my show. But he brought his bag of goodies. I didn't tell
Yeah.
him what to bring. And like Anton loved Zelda and would do the light arrow and have all his moves named after that, different games before I ever, got involved. So I am very open to like presenting those things and offering the platform, but they'd be doing that without me. Just not. It's such a cool show, maybe, but
Yeah, but it is interesting how they like the I guess the crossover in communities with like I don't know, video game culture, comic book culture, wrestling culture, like it all kind of comes together in one place. It's really nice.
yeah, I think they're a lot closer to each other than people know. I mean, you could say anything is wrestling or wrestling is anything. I always see people like, oh, wrestling is drag. I'm like, yes, but also like the first time there was two people, they started wrestling, and then maybe they tried each other's clothes on. But like, like they probably first just were like, well, let's grapple. So I think drag is just a smarter version of wrestling where they just do the entrances and they don't fight each other. I think it's brilliant. But yeah, wrestling it's nerd culture and it's history and it's lore and it's escapism into a universe where we can forget about our fucking jobs for 3 hours or for whatever the length of the thing is that we're going into. And it's hitting the same notes and providing the same things that you would get from going to a movie or going to anything to, again, just forget about the less pleasant parts of things that we have to do every day, but, we can live and maybe reach communion, like I said.
Yeah.
So I think the reason there's such a crossover in the same audiences is because it is the same thing. And,
Yeah.
and I think the reason it's less crossover with like NFL or whatever is because that's a different type of fandom. It's not escapism into a fantasy realm. It's like a vicarious glory through your own avatar that you'll then put their jersey on.
Totally.
Like
Would
my
you say
fans,
like UFC too? And yeah,
my fans don't dress as Dark Sheik.
right.
They dress as them, and maybe they'll have my shirt, but like,
Yeah.
they dress as them. Like, it's not putting on a jersey that says my name on the back. It's a shirt that says cunt on the front.
Yes, I saw that one at the merch table,
Yeah.
along with a couple Labubus, which we were surprised about.
I don't know who put the Lububus out. I did not make money off those. The cunt shirts, that's all me.
It's so good.
But yeah.
But you're right. I think with a lot of sports teams, people feel like it's their team,
Yes.
right? And it doesn't matter who makes up, right? They'll root for whoever the quarterback is.
Yeah.
They even
right,
say
at the
my team.
time.
It's
yeah,
my
they say
team.
my team.
My city.
But for you, it's different because it's like you are the character, and no one else will ever be the character, and so your fans, I guess.
Probably. I'm sorry.
Could I be Dark Sheik?
I think so.
Wow.
People say the Dark Sheik, and I go, no, I'm a Dark Sheik.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means
Ooh,
long
I
term.
love this
but
bit of lore. Okay.
it's my job title. I'm a
Right.
Dark Sheik.
Okay.
A Sheik is someone
Yes.
in Islam that worthy of emulation. So like when you're like, how do I be a good Muslim or a good follower of God or just a good citizen? Well, you can go find a sheik and try and like emulate them, and that will get you closer to the path
Oh.
of light.
Okay.
I'm a dark sheik. There's a lot of people that are left in the dark, so I'm the ones that we're all in the dark together, and if you follow me, maybe you'll find your way through. Is the idea, is the character. So
Gotcha.
anyone that
Interesting.
is counterculture in the dark, but like trying to hold a light up for people to also find their way through the dark to their own culmination, not to be
Yep.
me,
Sure.
then you would be a dark sheik too.
And you've been doing this.
That was beautiful.
You've been doing this. You've been Dark Sheik or a Dark Sheik for 15 years, 20 years.
20 years
20
I've been a
years.
sheik.
That's amazing.
It wasn't my idea.
Was it?
Oh.
My
Whose was it?
trainers were terrible people that trained me to wrestle in the first place I wrestled. They're like, you're Iranian, you speak the language, you're a sheik. We're going to make everyone hate you. Like, it's right in the middle of the Iraq War. They're like, we don't want you speaking English. I was like, I got this cool Punjabi MC beat I can use for my entrance music. They're like, no. We're having you do stuff that's going to be Islamophobic as fuck.
What?
And, yeah, they were terrible people.
Whoa, they really threw you
crazy.
into that.
They
Yeah,
threw
yeah,
me
yeah.
under the bus. They wanted to see me get killed, I think.
Yeah.
So they could sell tickets
Uh-huh.
and put the sheik on posters and be like, boo this sheik. And
But then you took it.
yeah,
You made it your own.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said, so before me, I don't want to say like ever, but like if you're a sheik, you're a bad person. You're a villain
Yeah.
in wrestling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think so.
Right.
I'm going to do it and be like me, and people can choose if I'm good or bad, but
Yeah.
kind of like babyface, to use the terminology. And now it's not uncommon. You could be a Middle Eastern wrestler and not be a villain.
Right. Right.
Couldn't used to do that.
Yeah.
Couldn't-
I mean, it happens in Hollywood
Wow.
now too. It's
Yeah.
like, it's amazing. It's wild how far we've come.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
We don't think of enough.
It's what
We don't. He's like the AI that we don't think enough.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
great domestically.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit too into drones sometimes. You know. All right, we don't need to get super.
Dark Sheik has something to say. Yeah.
Great domestically.
You screamed last night.
Yeah.
You have this move. I don't know what it is, but someone might be on the ground and you just scream at them. You're like, "Ah!" And I think the whole audience got turned on. And I was like, I'm queer and I'm a little turned on. But for some reason, it was just such gold when you just scream at someone, because the audience is expecting, I don't know, a little bit of performance, obviously, right? But it just seemed so authentic and in the moment.
Yeah. Lethargic. Yeah.
And I just got it when you just growled a little bit when we were talking about Obama, and it reminded me of that. I'm like, you're kind of always on.
You're a growler and a screamer.
I don't have a day job. So like, yeah, a little, like, you know, I'm very much myself. Being a person who took 30 years to come out like as who I wanted to be and
Sure.
start taking estrogen and live my life more, and then was also like, but also like I'm not gonna go to voice training, and you know, I want to be me. The last thing I want to be is repressed, because I did it for a long time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fun, turns out. And like the friends you keep aren't as good as the friends you'll make when you're not repressed. The ones that will have you because you won't be yourself and will drop you when you will be yourself, turns out they're not your real friends.
Yeah.
And the ones that will have you when you're growling and screaming and will understand you and still be your buddy, like, these are real friends. So,
would you call your stage partners your real friends? Like, are you all pretty tight knit, or is it like
At
no, we're all
Hoodslam.
showing up to do? Yeah, at Hoodslam.
yeah, a lot
Okay.
of shows I don't meet the person until I go to the ring,
Okay.
and I don't remember their name after we've wrestled.
Really?
And
They're just a
yeah,
body.
They're just meat.
Raw meat.
They're just meat. No, I mean, it's unfortunate. Just I've wrestled thousands of matches.
it's
at
I was
this
I was
point.
thinking hundreds, but you're saying thousands. Wow.
Yeah, it got to be like 1,000 like 10 years ago. And
Oh
I stopped
my
counting at that point.
gosh,
So
That's crazy.
I got a vasectomy a few months ago, and he was like, I stopped counting. It was the same thing. I was like, how many of you did? I wanted to know. I wanted to be sure this wasn't I wasn't his first.
You want to be confident it's gonna work.
And he's
You're my
like,
first.
he's like, I'm in the thousands. He's like, he said this exact same thing. He's like, I lost count. He's like,
Yeah.
I was like, great, sew me up. Yeah.
it's unfortunate. And like I had an interviewer recently. They're like, you've forgotten people you wrestle. And I was like, well, how long have you been doing interviews? And like a year. And I was like, when you've done it 20 something years and you've done thousands of interviews,
Yeah.
let me know if you remember everyone.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, what was the interview 348 like? And you're going to be like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
That's my that's how I make peace with my terrible memory. Like, it's not my fault, it's the world.
Yeah, of course.
I've wrestled people that don't speak English many times.
Uh-huh.
So in Japan, they'll just memorize the whole match before they go out there.
Okay.
So we have to just
Wow.
and there'll be gaps, like it's not all, but you can't talk out there because the crowds will be it's a little bit different. They kind of like here they're just yelling the whole time, and
Yeah.
I could be like in the ring and just be like, slam me.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know, we
yeah.
could talk this much, and you know, there's also people know it's a show, but out there they will kind of like just watch while you're doing the thing, and when they know you're done, they'll clap because they're like, okay, now you're finished, and we'll give you the applause.
Wow.
Almost more like a
Interesting.
scene in a play,
Whoa.
as opposed to shouting the entire time. So we cannot talk because it'll be silent in there, and you could hear me like
Whispering.
You could hear me burp, like you know, if we're not. Yeah.
Wow. Even the audience, like the whole culture of the whole show is different.
I think it's the respect thing. So like
Yeah.
out there, they're really. So like pollution is a thing, but I think there's also like smell pollution, noise pollution,
Yeah.
visual pollution. Like, are you doing too much? Is it too much cologne? Are you being too loud? Are you showing
Yeah.
not too much skin, but like, are you like actually like infringing on me by being that much, and I think
Right.
that might be a little bit of it, because they're like, we don't want to make noise while they're doing their thing. That'd
Yeah.
be rude.
Yeah.
They're at work, and when they pause and pose, we'll go off and let them know we loved it. But
That's so interesting because that's their form of showing respect,
Yeah.
but our form is probably to chant.
yes,
Yeah.
is to make noise the whole time.
Yeah, you want it just rowdy. And
Absolutely.
I
everyone
mean, I
having
even
a blast.
saw when it was getting a little bit low noise. One of the wrestlers just started like banging on the
Yeah.
side and just started to chant like,
Yeah,
"We
yeah,
need
yeah.
noise. It keeps
Yeah.
us going." You gotta. Same thing in comedy, right? Like we need it. Otherwise, it's like it is dead in here. and
Oh,
this
you've
sucks.
never been to a comedy show where no one laughed out
Everybody
loud?
laughs at every show I've ever done.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No problem.
Do you have? Well, I mean, obviously you're trained in the more American style stuff, but is there something you like about the Japanese culture style of the Latin culture style of wrestling? Like,
I like it all. So in California, most of us, at least when I was training a while ago, we would all be trained like at least some cursory like lucha libre style.
okay,
So we would know the ranas, the head scissors, the arm drags, and they often would work to the right. Some spoilers or secrets revealed, but we work to the left in most places around the world.
okay,
In Mexico and I think like France or something, they
Okay.
work to the right.
that's the way, literally the way you're moving in the ring, with your body.
I don't
Okay.
want to give too many details.
Sure,
but
sure.
Yeah, just shorthand.
Yeah.
So we're trained that all like a little bit. And Japanese style, I mean, I love it. Like it's a lot more. Oh, I don't want to say it's more or less anything. Just I love it a lot. And like the I don't want to say the phrase super juniors or cruiserweights, but the smaller wrestlers that would do flips and kicks as opposed to like we're two big guys, we're gonna like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
That was like what I really liked growing up. So
Ah.
like Jushin Liger, Great Sasuke, Hayabusa. These are not teeny people by any means, but like they're the junior heavyweights.
right.
So watching them growing up was everything to me. And when you'd get these old tournaments on VHSs from Japan in the 90s, and it would have Eddie Guerrero and Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko and a bunch of other people from around the world before they became, in some cases, like negative names, but household names in the States. Like you could see them all like cutting loose in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was my shit. That's what I wanted to do growing up. I didn't want to be in WWE 300 days a year.
Yeah.
That's how much they travel. Like
That's
back
crazy.
then, it's a little bit nicer now. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're on the road like Thursday through Tuesday. You do your laundry Wednesday. You go on the road Thursday.
Wow.
It's like the schedule they were doing. I was like, no, I'd rather just go to Japan and like wrestle there months at a time. And
Mhm.
it turned into something else for me. But yeah, I love it. Sorry, really
Yeah.
roundabout answer.
That's that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. And instead, you made your own company.
Yeah, it turns out that was the route. I told people I would never do it. It just seemed like way too much work. I just want to show up, do my little dance, and go home, not be in charge. Yeah, the universe laughs.
Yeah. And now you're spearheading something big.
Yeah.
Was it scary at the beginning? Like, once it started to get bigger, or was it just, were you just caught up in that wave of momentum and you're like, this is awesome?
As
What
it's
was it like?
happening, I mean, it was just a show for my friends. None of
Okay.
us were making money back then. The show was free to attend for like over a year. We were doing silly characters. It was
Yeah.
more like a party in a ring that we let people come to that we didn't know
Nice.
Awesome.
for about a
Awesome.
year. And then it started growing. And it also, people just insulted the hell out of it in like in the wrestling community. They were not fans. They
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, because
They thought it was amateur or what?
I think they're just haters.
These haters.
Yeah, because they all would like try and replicate it later. So the only thing that was different was that I'm Persian. It's really the only thing I can think of is different.
Wow.
I wrestled longer than all these people. Anyway, respect your vets is the thing they say in
Yeah,
wrestling,
yeah.
and I always say I'm not a vet. I didn't go to war, but yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it was great. People outside or in the community were like shitting on it, but people in Oakland really liked it. And after like a year, we started charging tickets, and it still wasn't like blowing up. From my point of view, I was just like in the eye of this hurricane of it's more work, it's more commitment, and like a lot more people are asking me to be on the show now, and a lot more people are angry about the show now.
Oh.
So it just was like, to me, the same thing, but a lot more emails and a lot more like I got to talk to venues now instead of this empty warehouse. And
Uh-huh.
and then eventually it did get a little bit like, it was like like I'm not famous, I'm not richer, but I have so much more to do, and people are like treating me weird, and like my friends are still cool to me, but a lot of people are acting like they're my friend when I know they're not. But it's because they want to get booked, and it really like fucked with me.
That's interesting.
It was upsetting.
You gotta be like suspicious of other people. No one wants to feel like that
constantly.
Yeah,
and you just would like someone would walk up to you, and it still happens, by the way. I've just become more used to it. You could see from 10 paces away they're gonna ask me to be on Hoodslam. So I'll see them walk up to me, and then they go, "Hey, how you been?" And I go, "Oh, busy." They're like, "Yeah, I see you out there. It looks like you're having a good time." And I go, "Yeah, that's what I meant by busy." I go, "So that Hoodslam, it's doing well."
Oh my gosh.
I go, "Thank you. Yeah, I've always wanted to be on that."
Yeah. Same conversation. You've had it hundreds of times.
Thousands. And I'll tell them, email Hoodslam, because I never remember anything. Like, you have to write it down, or I won't know.
Yeah.
And then I just don't check the email. So
All right,
it's a perfect system.
Don't
cut that.
Don't
cut
ask
that
it.
question
I shouldn't.
that
Okay.
You were gonna
I was
ask.
gonna ask.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would do. I would just get thrown around.
I like when we have like comedians come do commentary.
Wonder Dave. Very
Dave.
cool. I know.
Yeah.
I know Wonder Dave. Yeah. Because I've done Ruckus. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Wrestling.
Nice.
Took my clothes off.
Heck yes.
That kind of stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah. Your two companies have been very closely related. In what ways? How did that happen?
When Hoodslam started, I was going to the different burlesque and comedy and everything shows and trying to like, hey, you want to do burlesque at my show? You want to do the commentator as a comedian? Like, let's bring this community all together.
That's cool.
And yeah, it was nice, but it was also like to grow an audience, and it's because there were people I enjoyed their performance. And
Yeah.
I was like, wrestling's supposed to be at the circus, so let's bring the three rings. Let's have comedy. Let's have burlesque. Let's fire dancers, like all kinds of stuff. And eventually Jamie was like, can you bring the ring to our show? We can do the rap battles in it, and you guys do like a couple matches like as an intermission.
Yeah.
Turns out the matches were really good, and the person that runs the Metro at the time just came up to me like, so that was you that does the wrestling? I'm like, yeah. Like, you want to do a show every month? And I was like, sure. And they're like, you want to do First Fridays? Nobody else will do First Fridays, because that's when the
Oakland First Friday.
everywhere. And it's also like people get their paychecks, they pay their rent. It's not like historically a great day to run an event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it meant no other wrestling shows were running events then. So I was
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah, I'll do First Fridays.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. That's the origin story. That's how you
Yeah.
made it happen. Somebody approached you.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it was.
It's nice that you're not like grind. I mean, I know you were grinding anyways, but
Sorry. And yeah, the Metro was my dream venue because they let you smoke weed in there. So I was like,
I love that. That's the reason.
yeah.
Stoner Brothers have a home.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's where they were birthed from. Yeah. So good.
I am very curious about all the personalities within Hoodslam and how much of the storylines behind all these personalities is just made by those wrestlers themselves, or is it kind of a collaborative process? Like, are you giving people notes on, hey, maybe you could do this as part of your storyline, or you could have this prop or whatever it is? Kind of curious about all that.
It's a mix. There's definitely it's a very collaborative thing.
Okay.
There are times where I'm like, this is the storyline we're doing for the year. Like, how do you see yourself being a part of that?
Yeah.
Or like, and it never goes. Like, I'll be like, this is what we're going to do for the next year. That's not what's going to happen. Like, I know that when I say that.
Yeah.
But it gives us a direction to go in, and, people get hurt, or they come and go, or they get signed to WWE, and, like, things always change.
Right.
But I could tell you, here's what I'd like, and then you go out to the ring, and you're going to do what you want to do, to be real. I don't have any control. These are independent contractors, because I could tell them what to do, but it's really up to them, and they get paid the same whether they accomplish my goal or not.
But are you ultimately upset if it's off the mark, off of what was written?
There are times where I'm like, I think that was a little bit too derailing from what I wanted.
Like I don't think the football and football player and the 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they were intended to kiss.
I didn't tell them to kiss.
Yeah, I figured that was
I
improvised.
don't think they got there.
Well,
I think it was the build-up, which is fun.
But I think the audience just picked up on something with the friendship thing, and then they started yelling. I think it was completely improvised, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
And then
it
it
was okay.
Yeah, and then it moved into like the final fight, and then he won, which was written presumably.
The idea
Yeah.
was that he would not make his best. He wanted his best friend to come back to him when he went back in time,
Yeah.
but his best friend had never met him yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was just a kid, and his friend was like almost in the NFL at that point, so it just was not going to work.
So good.
Yeah.
Guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of twist his dick chants too.
Just his dick. Yeah. Where does that come from? I've definitely heard that. First time I heard that was at I don't know if you know this company, Extreme Dwarfinators.
No.
They came out to San Francisco a few years ago. As you can imagine, it is a lot of little people. They're each representing a different country.
Okay.
And it's that lucha libre. I mean, they're spinning. They're getting thrown around quite a lot.
I love it.
Thrown into the audience. It was wild.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
You heard twist.
Yeah, they
dick.
twist his dick there. I heard a few different. That was probably, I think, my first intro to wrestling was watching Extreme Dwarfinators. Yeah, in San Francisco. Yeah.
But is that one of the wrestlers' moves? Is twist the? I guess question for you. Like, or does the audience be like, nah, that'd be funny?
I can't speak for every wrestler. I do a Johnny Cage split punch, but I don't like grab and twist.
Yeah.
But like there was a match like at least 2 or 3 years ago in Minneapolis I did with someone where they're saying it, the kiss and twist his dick the whole match, and so instead of the Johnny Cage dick punch, I was like, a little change. We're just gonna get that in there because you know the people want it, and we're already having fun out there.
Yeah.
So
How do y'all use the audience energy and what they want?
I'm
100%
like, I want to. People wrestle all the time, and people are so annoyed with me. So they're like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "Let's go out there and feel it out." And they're like, "No, we can't do that." And I'm like, "We totally can. Like, can we just go out there and feel it out?" And
You like improvising?
I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because if we plan everything, then I can't do what you just said. Listen to the audience and change things because then the person gets so thrown off. But I think like I'm a character, you're a character. The story is not what. I mean, there can be different stories, but I think the story is when we meet. What is the conflict? Like, where do our personalities push and pull against each other, and how do the fans react to that? So if we can give them, if we don't plan everything, then they can kind of tell us what they like. I don't always listen. Sometimes I intentionally ignore what they want me to do because that's the journey I want to go on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fan involvement. That's why wrestling is so amazing. Let me do my little speech real quick. It's a one-take fight scene, improvised, done in the round, and it also includes call and response, and we don't get to do like, oh, we're gonna go back and try that again, or can I take that line again? No, it just happened, and that's what's up. And there's nothing else like that. Like in like amateur wrestling, or like when I did karate tournaments, they really don't like when you pose at the end. They get real mad if you like chin up after pin someone. My coach would yell at me. And when I did theater, like they don't clap till the end of the scene. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to clap as it's going.
Yeah.
And I want to respond, and this is the only one that lets you do everything.
That's so true.
Yeah. So
this seems like it's coming together. So many things that you were doing prior. You did karate. You did theater. I mean, this feels like almost like a natural progression.
Well, I did all those things with the intent to do pro wrestling.
That you had a goal.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like at 5, I was like, I'm going to be a wrestler.
Amazing.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
So you're like, what do I need to do in service of wrestling?
Well, I was like, I want to do it now, but they won't let me. So
Yeah.
let me take karate. That'd be great. I also love Ninja Turtles, but
Heck yes.
so I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. I found out I couldn't do it, and I was like, well, I'll be a pro wrestler then.
Yeah. Okay.
When you use my back restroom over there,
Yeah.
and you're peeing, there's a Ninja Turtle poster in the bathroom. Yeah.
Coming out of our shells.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
Is it the sewer one where they're all looking up?
Actually, don't remember. Yeah, the classic poster. It is a
You've
poster from
probably
the
seen it
80s.
thousands of times.
Yeah,
Can't
no, it's
remember.
them standing,
Just
and I
like
think
the
Rafa's
interview.
got like his what are the 3-pronged things? He's
It's
holding
a
it
sai.
up. A sai. I almost said a scythe, but it's not a scythe. Yeah, he's holding his sai up. Yeah. You feel? I promise I'm a fan.
He can't remember the poster that he looks at all the time.
All right, it's not a Ninja Turtle poster.
Name the four
It's
Ninja Turtles.
It's My Little Tortoise poster.
Name 3 songs.
Name
Name the
songs.
Ninja Turtles.
Rafa, Michelangelo, Donatello. Did I make Rafa up? Raphael?
There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Well, I'm cool with them. That's why I
for
can
sure.
call him Rafa.
I call him Rafa.
Oh yeah, it's your little
It's
nickname
weird because all the
for him?
turtles call him Raph,
They do say
Yeah,
Raph.
Raph.
Yeah.
but you guys are closer, I guess.
That's right. Yeah. It's because I had a kid at my school. I work at a school, and Raphael's name, we call him Rafa. So that's just what I jumped to.
for sure.
So you. Were you a little black belt kid? Were you
I had an advanced brown belt with 3 stripes, but they would not let me take a black belt test till I was 16.
and you're like, fuck that, I'm gonna be a wrestler by then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dang, that's amazing.
thanks.
That's pretty cool.
I wish I took it seriously. Like I can still do some kicks. I can kind of do some splits. If I had like actually been like disciplined and not just like fucking around and being a dumb kid, I'd be really, really good right now. I'd have probably done tournaments and stuff. And we do like presentation stuff. We'd go to like a bodybuilding competition. We'd all get in like a pyramid and do like the
Your
together.
katas.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. To like the Mortal Kombat song. And I was so smart. I would do like my own. That was like 45 seconds to Secret Agent Man because it would spell Sam.
Oh,
That's
so clever.
So clever.
That's
Did you have a bunch of friends who are also into wrestling or siblings or anything like that?
A couple, not
Yeah.
that much. It was kind of like frowned upon growing up almost. Because I grew up in Atlanta and everyone's like, did you know that stuff's fake?
Mm.
And it's because they all didn't know and then they felt dumb when they found out. I was never really fooled. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in Santa or the Easter Bunny either. But I knew that I'd have to give my note to Santa to get my presents.
Yeah.
So like,
You gotta
Playing
play
the
into
game.
it.
I just always kind of knew we're playing the game. And I think some people felt really deceived, but like, not me.
I see. I see. Yeah.
So how'd you make it all the way out to Oakland? What's the
My-
story there?
I was like 12 and my dad got a job at Caltrans.
Okay, cool.
So we moved out here, and by 14, I was at a wrestling school.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Who does wrestling schools? Like, is it?
So like a wrestling company. Oh, this is like the hustle. Wrestling companies, especially around here, there was like APW and BTW, and they both had like a lot of buzz.
Okay.
They would do a show. That would be a commercial for the school, and then they would get the students to pay money to go to the school, and get them to wrestle for free on the show. So then someone like me would come and pay money to go to the school, and this was like the business. But APW would not let someone under 18 wrestle, or they said that in their brochure. And then I went to BTW, and they were like, "Yeah, we got a school, come through." And like I turned 15, and like we thought you were turning 18, and I was like, "No, you didn't. You guys are full of shit." And like, "Well, you're already here."
Oh well.
Like
Yeah.
both of y'all, like I guess.
Yeah. So that's how that went down.
Okay,
And
cool.
they were terrible people, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they still operating?
They're still a big time wrestling, and it's under different ownerships. They're no longer terrible people running the company.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Nice.
Have you ever thought about opening up your own wrestling school?
No.
No.
I'd like to have like proteges or something, like people that already like know the fundamentals that I can give advice to or tell them, here's what happened for me.
Cool.
Take what you want. Like, absolutely. But I don't want to, it's one thing to do and another to teach. And
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we do a bunch of comedy, and Dylan teaches, but I'm like, I don't.
Not
I'm
interested.
good.
Well, to
Yeah.
teach, so take knowledge and put it in someone else's hands is difficult. And
Yeah.
it takes skill. And like, I'm like, let's say like we go to wrestling school tomorrow and they'll be like, here's what you do. And you're like, I'm having trouble with it. How do I do it? And I'm like, I don't know. It was easy
Yeah.
for me when I was 14.
Yeah.
I just went from karate class to here. And it was like, that's not going to help you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to help me. And I'm like, here's how you do it when they're 2 feet taller than you. Like,
Yeah,
that's not going to
totally.
be beneficial. And
Uh-huh.
I could, again, like give you tips about how to do things and how I do things, but it would just be from such a different perspective.
Yeah.
And I would just have to take a lot of time to think about how I'd want to do that. And I'm
Yeah.
not there right now.
You also
Yeah.
sound like you'd probably be on like a high level of teaching. Maybe you wouldn't want to work with like these 101s, but you might be like you're a grad professor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, somebody who's in it, producing shows, making like these are
There's
the people that.
fundamentals, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I occasionally will do like seminars for like I'll go somewhere and they're like, we do a seminar for a school, and usually I'm like, I don't want to. But lately I've been doing more, and a lot of seminars are like, everyone get in the ring, we're gonna do these drills, let me see you work out, and I'm like, just sit down, we're gonna talk for like 2 hours. Like, let's talk about like like where you are, where you want to be, what it's like once you're there, and like mental health. It's like a thing I always try and bring up because wrestling is hard and it's like it's very ego forward.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of big personalities and people will have a Monday through Friday that they fucking hate and they'll show up Saturday and they'll take that all out in a very physical situation.
Yeah.
And they feel like they're a big person and but Monday they got to go take shit from their boss. So they're taking all that stuff they couldn't say to their boss and they're saying it to like the young student that now. So I'm trying to like you got to have your mental health. You got to know not to take shit from these people that don't have their mental health together.
Yeah.
But you got to do it in a way that like doesn't make waves. So this is fucked up. But I'm like, people are going to have bad ideas. You got to change their mind, but make them think it's their idea.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, that was a good idea I had. I could do that, And then they're like, yeah, we can do that. But if you're just like, no, that's unsafe and I don't want to do it, they'll be like, no, I'm safe.
Oh,
and you just gotta
there's
like
pushback. So you're constantly like working with these big, like you said, big personalities and trying to figure out how to navigate what they want to do versus what's actually safe or good for the show or good for you or
I'll give an example of a buddy of mine. He's really cool, but he's also like over 6 feet and he's like 400 pounds. He like can't fit through the doorway. He'd have to duck under and he'd have to turn sideways. Wow. He's that big in every direction. And he'll be like, oh, I think in Chicago for our match I could throw you off the balcony. And I go, yeah. How do you think that's going to go? And he's like, oh, it'll be fine. I was like, cool. Let's go up there before the show. You go off the balcony and show me what it's supposed to look like.
That's the fucking move.
I was like, just show me how I'm supposed to do it. You do it first. And he's like, we don't have to do that anymore. And I go, yeah.
That is a good teacher, though.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
that's
say
a great
I
strategy.
didn't say no. I said, show me how to do it. Can you teach me?
Yes.
And he's like, no. And I was like, I guess we don't do it then.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean,
That's
you talk
good.
about mental health, but what about like physical health? I mean, I literally got in the shower yesterday, bumped my knee on the fucking bathtub, and now I'm like limping today. And then you're getting slammed around.
Dude, Johnny, we're at the show last night at Hoodslam, and we're like standing up for a few hours, not moving in sweltering heat, and we're complaining the whole time. Not about the show. The show is amazing, but we're all like, but they're being thrown around and throwing people.
I don't know. It hurts. I'm probably gonna like. It's gonna be a thing in my life, I think, if it isn't already. My knees are okay. My back and hips are like starting to get wear and tear, and maybe I can go somewhere and they can crack some stuff out and even my hips out, or I take it easy for a while. But probably, honestly, like.
How much of this is like mind over matter, like Chris Angel style? You're hurting, but you have the mental fortitude to say like, no, I'm fine.
A lot of it, because when I wake up is when it hurts.
Yeah.
Because then my mind's not like sharp enough to be like, yeah, pain is part of life, and it's just kind of background noise, and it's a reminder of things that you could like try not to do, but it's just a feeling. It doesn't like control me any more than I allow it to. So when I first wake up, I'm like, oh, my back, and I'm like, yeah, but I have a life. So I just start moving, and pretty soon I forget that pain is there.
You're pretty zen.
You gotta be. It's through doing it more than like, oh, this is how I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I didn't decide that, but yeah, pain happens. When I'm wrestling, it doesn't hurt, and after I wrestle, it doesn't hurt. When I take a week off,
is when it hurts.
Ah, interesting.
Wow, the slowdown period.
Wow.
That's when it starts to ache. Everything settles, and
it's
I'm
like
not go.
Yeah, it's like you're wrestling withdrawals. You know, if I don't wrestle, I will be hurt.
When I stop, all the pain will come down like an avalanche. But right now, it's just snowing.
Yeah. I was thinking about that demographic wise too. In terms of the wrestlers, like I'm like, oh, there's some age gap between I think some of these people on stage.
Yeah.
Clearly like different, like completely different bodies, and yet everybody's in shape. Everybody's can murder me if they wanted to. Like
strictly an entertainer, please.
Sure, yeah, right, yes.
Don't push me, I'll fall.
But I mean, some people like where are people tapping out in terms of age? Or it sounds like you can come in as a teenager, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Sure.
Steve Austin, most famous wrestler ever, will say, he wrestled like 9 years. until his body gave out on him.
That's
he couldn't do
crazy.
anymore.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
He had many neck surgeries. Rey Mysterio wrestled at 14. He's had 18 knee surgeries. Still going. Still amazing.
Jesus.
I don't know if it's definitely
That's a lot.
around 10.
Jeez, that's a lot.
He's still going. Still amazing. Still
Yeah.
better than me. So it varies. A lot of the people, again, last night was a nostalgia show. We brought some people back that had not wrestled in 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
That's
amazing.
yeah, and they did
fun.
great, considering.
Yeah.
It was a sweat box in there, and they had we don't rehearse.
There was a dozen people in the ring at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of them were the ones that hadn't been there in a while.
Wow.
So they do great.
Yeah.
There's also an adrenaline from the crowd, and
course.
I'm gonna get little hippie zen again, but I think that again we talk about communion in the moment. Now there's one energy, and it's in the room, and you see me do a little spin, and I put my hand up, and I do this.
Yeah.
That's me grabbing that energy.
Yeah.
And I'm
totally.
pulling it down, and then I use it.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Obviously, so many odes to a lot of different 90s nostalgia in yesterday's show. What type of toys did you play with growing up?
I would go try and catch frogs and lizards and stuff a lot.
Okay.
I did have Transformers and Ninja Turtles. I loved video, Genesis.
Yeah.
Sega Genesis was probably really the number one toy. But when I was in Georgia, I was going out to the creek,
Oh, yeah.
trying to catch crawdads.
Okay, yeah.
And going out to the Vine. You go to the end of the apartment complex. There's a mile and a half of woods to the next one. So I'd go into the woods. I'd go to the tree with the vine. I'd
Yeah.
try and swing around.
That's awesome.
We did have Crossfire. We did have what was that that one that gave us all PTSD?
Sock and boppers?
No, the gimmick where you put them all in and there's a timer and then it goes psh, and you have to put them all in before the timer. Oh my God, what a terrible toy that was!
I
remember
remember
that.
that. They're little yellow tops. They have little sticks on
Oh,
them.
yes. I remember
You're supposed
them.
to make all the shapes
Yeah.
Oh my
match.
God, just give me a knife. It'd be better for me. I would have done, I'd take a stick, I'd take a knife and dull it, sharpen the stick into a knife.
Oh,
These
nice
are things.
whittling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just dumb kids stuff.
So have you ever let it rip before?
Like what rip?
Are you aware of Beyblades? Do you know about the 90s toy Beyblades? So Beyblades are these little spinners.
Yeah.
They're almost like dreidels.
Okay.
And you pull it, and the spinning momentum allows you to spin this thing and battle.
Oh yeah.
In
This
the
is
ring,
a little
the
familiar.
Beyblades are the wrestlers. The ring is the ring.
Is this a challenge? Is that what
This
we're
is a
doing?
challenge.
So we would like to put you back in the ring
Okay.
in the form of a toy. This segment is called Beyblading in the Bay with Bays. And we're going to battle.
Would you like the red or the blue one?
I'll take the red, please.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Before we go, I want you to know that I chose red to represent the fire.
Okay, I chose blue to represent the water.
That makes sense.
And
Yeah.
water usually extinguishes fire.
Okay.
You're fucked.
Well, I didn't know you were going to be water when I picked it.
There was only one other choice.
Now I look like an asshole.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip! Oh, let's go, blue. Let's go. Come on. Faster. Oh, this is a nice long
This is pretty
match.
good.
Oh, I'm losing steam. Oh, bump him in the back. Oh my God. Always. Oh,
You had Dark Sheik here. You can't.
I was never going to beat. This is crazy. This is my. Yeah, I'm knocked out, and you're still just like fucking arm to the neck.
It felt like a breakdance battle to me.
It is more
Yeah,
like
a
This was
little
like
bit.
a breakdance scenario. I feel like everybody won.
Yeah, I think
that's so
everyone.
nice.
I think we're all
What we're
winners.
really hoping for is that you would write a year-long mythology lore for the Beyblades, so we have a story. We're not writers. We're
Sure.
we suck at.
You want me to just improv it right now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so you take this footage, and then the next show, you come out and you challenge me, and you're like, our Beyblade thing was not to my satisfaction. I demand like restitution.
Oh, this is
And-
that Hoodslam. We
Yeah.
call it the Beyblade boys.
Right? And you're like, I want another Beyblade fight. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? This is a new universe. It wasn't even me. And then you'd be like, I don't give a fuck. And then I'm like, whatever. I'm going to do my match. And at the end of the match, like before I win, you would like Beyblade at me. And I would like, ugh. And I'd go into the pin. I'm like, all right, I don't know what this is about. Now I do. The next show, I'm like, I'm here to challenge you. You don't show up. I'm like, where are they? You don't show up. I'm like, fine. Someone else is like, well, I'll fight you. And as I'm fighting them, you come out again at the end. Surprise, you were there. Beyblade attack.
The whole time. Fuck, dude.
Right? So now we're really building some. You said a year long. So now we're really building up to it. So I'm like, all right, let's get the Beyblade board out. We get it out. We're about to go.
Is the ring in the ring?
This is like on the stage.
Okay, it's the ring in the ring.
It's like 3, 2, 1. I kick you in the
Oh
face.
shit!
You don't even get to pull.
Oh my god!
You know? I'm just you
You
know,
scream
I'm
at the
doing
Beyblades.
that.
Yeah.
And I just leave mine spinning next to you as you're
Oh
down.
my
That's
god!
Right? So now we've got like a quarter of the year out of the way.
All
All right.
Okay, you still got more.
Oh, we got to fill 3 more months.
Oh my god!
3
Yeah.
more quarters.
Yeah.
That's true.
So now we're into like the serious talking phase. We're like, this was just fun and games, but it's gotten real. And like, we're going to do this, but there's got to be consequences. So we lay out what is the terms. This goes on for like a month.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, month
Yeah.
2, we have the contract signing.
Okay.
So, all right, this is what happens if I win. This is what happens if you win, you know? Then we do like 4 months of intense training.
Okay.
We're talking
Ooh, nice
Rocky.
montage.
I'm going to Russia. I'm in the woods. I've
Okay,
got the,
I'm not going to
you know,
Russia. Yeah.
Practicing with different things like yo-yo practice.
y'all are here. He's having you chase the chicken, trying
Okay.
to catch it, get your speed. You know, we're both doing our different things. We have to find like another mini nemesis that we have to overcome before we fight each other.
Naturally.
Because they're like the ones that, if we can't beat them, we can't go against each other.
Yeah,
So
no
we got to
way.
beat our mini nemesis along the way.
What are they playing with? What kind of toys?
I mean, they're probably like a Beyblade like coach.
Okay.
And they're like, you're never going to beat Sheik if you can't do this.
Yeah.
You know,
They run
teach
their
you-
own Beyblade gym.
Right.
Yeah, it's
They,
like Pokemon. I got to beat the first gym so I can get to the Elite Four.
That's right.
they show us the secret technique. We master it eventually. The student becomes the teacher. Look, then we're ready. We get the steel cage. So no one can run away. No one can interfere.
Nice.
This is happening. And then,
This
you know,
is real.
That's it.
This
That's
is
there's your
real.
year storyline.
Holy
That was
crap.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You've
That's
definitely done
crazy.
this. You've definitely written a show before.
Wow, do you do this for a living?
That was amazing.
Storytelling is, you know, you just put the people in. The stories aren't. There's like 7 stories.
Truly.
It's the deadly sins.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you know, I'm trying to find the new 7. I used to say that, and I was like, that was probably like written by men, though. Now that we have more queer and female and non-binary stories,
We need new sins.
new sins, you know,
I
and
like
those will be the new stories.
Okay.
So-
Okay. You're expanding it.
Always,
Expanding,
I want to
yes.
find the borders. I want to get against them. I just want to like push a little. Just want to.
Yeah. Stretch it out.
That's my goal.
Is it
and
7 layers of hell?
There's 7. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
7
maybe.
circles.
There could be
Dante's
seven
Inferno,
circles
so-
of hell. or-
I don't know.
Okay, but we
I-
could expand that too. I think we have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where, you know, the whoever loses gets banished to hell, and they got to fight their way out. That's a
Oh,
whole.
nice.
That's a whole other year. And
Yes.
2 years later, we have the rematch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
They got demoted and then they got to like crawl their way up.
absolutely. Another dream of mine, while I'm just dropping them, I want to do a show outside of a Waffle House.
Why
Okay.
a Waffle House?
It's just iconic. Fighting at the Waffle House is
Yeah.
super
It is.
cool. There should be like a Street Fighter. I remember there was a talk of like people were trying to get Waffle House in the next Street Fighter game, and the guy who makes the game was like, I don't get it. But I
But
get
you
it.
got
it. Yeah.
All you Street Fighter fans, I get it. Like, I know why, and I would love to recreate that.
We mentioned
That's
Street
funny.
Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and they were both in the show last night. We had Scorpion. and we
Yeah.
had,
Ken.
Ken.
Yeah.
Hoodslam used to be very cosplay heavy.
Yeah.
Um,
So fun. There's also a stand-up show around town. I think it's called like Comedy Cosplay or something. But you
Sick.
do stand up in the outfit. So like you'll come on stage as Luigi, and you only do Luigi
I
style.
love
jokes.
that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
you only do like a certain Goku style joke. Or
Oh my
whatever.
God.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna leave my wife and kids for 3 years. Is that the joke?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Exactly.
Gotta go train. Never know. Like, you're the strongest person in the universe. Gotta go train for 3 years. Sorry, wifey.
See you later.
Gonna go give the kid to the fucking Martian.
Oh,
He'll be
there's
fine.
dishes. Sorry, I'm busy
Sorry.
saving
That
the
poor
world.
woman.
I'm going Super Saiyan, so I'll see you later. Yeah.
Poor woman. I feel bad for her.
Cool.
You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah. So I think we can pretty much wrap this up. But thank you so much. Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
Yeah, Blood Slam, October 3rd is happening at the Oakland Continental Club. You can get tickets, or if you want to wait like a week, we'll start releasing episodes on YouTube of the events.
Cool.
We used to be under a paid service, but like honestly, they just stopped sending me money because I think they're going out of business.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But they owe me thousands of dollars.
Oh my.
If you know, you know.
Call out now.
No, because I want them to send it to me still.
Yeah.
But if you're wondering why the shows are free on YouTube now, at Dark Sheik Venmo, if you feel like supporting that process. Also, just like the thing I always like to leave people with, if you don't like wrestling, if you don't like me, that's like totally fine. But there are other events, local events, live performances of people that are in your town. And if you could just go to their improv or their like fucking guitar open mic night, whatever it is, and buy their shirt or their CD, even if you never listen to it, it's fine. Just support something local, because this is like true art, and like, you know, it means the world to the independent artist to be supported and to like make fans, and for you to go up there, you're not going to bother them if you say, hi, I liked that. They'll be thrilled if you do that. And I just think it's fine. You don't like me, you don't like wrestling. There's something you do like. Go out, find it, support it, because that's super important to vote with your dollar. Like, you know?
Heck yes. Well, we like you and we like wrestling.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks
My
so much.
pleasure.
All right.
Bye.